So hello everyone, as you know, my name is Rex. Today's topic name is input and output operation in Java. So let's first discuss about input. So guys, input is the process of providing data or information to a program so that it can perform a specific task, and the data may be entered by the user through the keyboard or obtained from other sources such as files, databases, or network connections. For example, if a program asks the user to enter their name, age, or marks, then that time values entered by the user are considered as input, and the program processes this information to perform the required operations and then generate the desired result. You can say that there can be different types of example of input, such as your name, your age, marks, price of a product, or radius of a circle, even, that we can enter as input. And also remember that input makes a program interactive because user can provide different values each time when the program is executed. Now, in this, let's talk about scanner class. Guys, scanner class is a predefined class in a Java which is used to accept input from the user during program execution, and it belongs to the Java util package, and it also provides several methods for reading different types of data such as integers, floating numbers, and strings. And we can say that it is one of the easiest and most commonly used classes for accepting keyboard input because it provides simple methods for reading user input efficiently. Now, let's understand this scanner class with an example. Suppose if a program asks the user to enter their name and age, then the time scanner class reads both the values and then stores them in a variable so that the program can process them. Understand? And there are some features of scanner class, such as it supports multiple data types, it is easy to use, it reads input at runtime, and it also reduces the programming complexity, and it is widely used in various fields. Just remember that. And if we talk about supporting multiple data types, we can say that it can read various data types including string, int, float, double, long, short, byte, boolean, etc. And this gives a flexibility, and it also allows a single scanner object to read different kind of input. So now let's move to its rules. So rules for using the scanner class. First, import the scanner package. Before using the scanner class, you must import the java.util.scanner package at the beginning of your Java program. And remember that scanner class belongs to the Java util package, which contains the utility classes for various programming tasks. And since the scanner class is not a part of java.lang package, it is not imported automatically by Java. You have to write import java.util.scanner. So also remember that this import statement should appear before the class declaration, and it is required only once in a Java source file, even if multiple scanner objects are created. So now let's talk about second rule. Create an object of the scanner class. After importing the package, the next step is to create an object of the scanner class Like for example, scanner obj equals to new scanner, in a bracket you have to write System.in. I am just giving an overview how to write that code. And we can say that in Java, non-static methods are accessed through objects. Since the scanner class provides non-static methods for reading input, you must create an object before using them. And here, let's understand the code also that I told you. In this, scanner is the name of predefined class, obj is the object name, and you may use any valid identifier such as scanner input or sc, it's your choice. And new is a keyword which is used to create a new object in a memory. And scanner in a bracket System.in calls the constructor of the scanner class. So next rule is using the appropriate scanner methods. As you know, scanner class provides different methods for reading different types of data, and each method is designed to accept a specific data type. Therefore, you should always use the methods that match the type of input expected from the user. Okay, so if we talk about the most commonly used scanner methods, they are next method, this one, nextLine method, nextInt method, nextFloat method, nextDouble method, nextBoolean, nextLong, just add the bracket when you make notes, nextShort method, and there are more methods also. So in this, next method is used to read a single word. nextLine method is used to read an entire line of text including spaces. And nextInt obviously reads an integer value, and nextFloat read a float value. nextBoolean method reads a boolean value such as true or false. And there are more methods such as nextLong method, which reads a long integer value, and nextByte method, which reads a byte value. Now you should remember that one thing, you have to use correct data type, otherwise there will be an exception, which also known as input mismatch exception. So next rule is entering the correct data type. When using the scanner class, data entered by the user must match the data type expected by the scanner method. And in this, each scanner method is designed to read a specific type of data. For example, nextInt, as I said, reads only integer values. nextFloat reads floating point numbers. And if the user enters the value that does not match the expected data type, then that time program cannot process the input correctly. Remember that. And it throws an error, or you can say exception, which is input mismatch exception that I said earlier. So let's talk about what is that exception. It is a runtime exception that occurs when the entered data type is different from the data type expected by the scanner method. I hope you remember that. And this exception indicates that the scanner object cannot convert the entered value into the required data type. Now, next rule is understanding the difference between next and nextLine method. So guys, there can be a little confusion among beginners, like between next method and nextLine method. So let's understand their differences, because they are both used to read the string input. However, they work differently. We can say that next method reads only one word and it stops reading when it encounters a space, tab, or new line. Therefore, it is suitable for a single word input, such as first name, city, or country. But if we talk about nextLine method, this one, then that time this method reads an entire line of text, including spaces, and it continues reading until the user presses the enter key. And this makes it suitable for full names, addresses, or complete sentences. Now, next rule is closing the scanner object. After completing all the input operations, the scanner object should be closed using the close method. You just have to write sc.close method. And we can say that closing the scanner object releases the system resources associated with it. Although small programs may work correctly without closing the scanner, but it is considered a good practice, good programming practice, to close it when it is no longer needed. Next rule, using meaningful variable names, because meaningful variable names makes the program easier to read and easier to understand. Like if we just write, imagine scanner a equals to new, then scanner in a bracket you have to write System.in, then there will be no sense. But if you write scanner input equals to new, then scanner in a bracket you have to write System.in, then at least you can understand that you have to enter some input or something. Or you can write instead of input also age, if you want to enter your age. So we can say that meaningful names improves program readability and makes the maintenance also easier. Now, next rule is displaying the clear messages before taking input. So before reading input, always display, guys, a message that clearly tells the user what information to enter. Just if we talk about, just imagine there is a code System.out.print, and in a bracket you have to write the age, and just write enter your age, and then age equals to sc.nextInt method, and this way you can enter your age. Now, next final rule is validate user input. In real world applications, program should verify that the entered data is valid before processing it. Just as in, if a program asks a person age, it should reject negative values because they are not meaningful. And also, these input validations makes the program more reliable and user friendly. So guys, this is all about the rules and scanner class and input. Now let's move to output section. Output. So we can say that output is the information which produced by a program after processing the input, and it allows the user to view messages, results, calculations, and other information generated during the program execution. And Java provides several methods for displaying output on the console, including print method, println method, and printf method. In this, you have to understand this statement also. This statement, you can say that it is an statement in Java through which we can print the variable names, expression, and many other content. We know that we already using in a program. Now let's understand this statement in a parts. So in this system is a, as we know, it's a predefined class available in java.lang package, and since java.lang package is imported automatically, there is no need to import the system class explicitly. And if we talk about out, it is a public static member of the system class, and it represents the standard output stream. and also it is used to display the information on the console. And since out is a static, it can be accessed directly using the class name without creating a system object. Finally, print method, this one. So this method displays the specified text or values on the console without moving the cursor to the next line. Now let's talk about rest two methods, println and printf method. So guys, println method displays the specified text or values and automatically moves the cursor to the next line after printing. And if we talk about printf method, it is used to display the formatted output, and it allows you to combine the text with variables, and it controls the format of the displayed values. Now let's understand all those things with a simple Java program. This one, rest is also on another page. First see that program. I will explain together the full code. So as we know about Java.util scanner, I think I don't need to explain it again. So guys, first in this code we have to declare a class which name is user information, and then main method, as we know, it is the entry point of the every Java application, and program execution begins from this method. After that we have to create the scanner object by writing this code, and this statement creates a scanner object named sc, this one, and the object is connected to the System.in, which allows the program to read the data through the keyboard. So in first you can see the System.out.print method, where I write the enter your full name. I already explained the rules why we should write our message before entering any values. And after that I write a code string name equals to sc.nextLine method. So this program prompts the user to enter their name. In this first print method displays a message asking the user to enter their full name. Then this nextLine method reads the entire line entered by the user, including spaces, and stores in the variable name. After that we will write a code for reading the age. Same, first we display the message, then this code for entering the age. As we know, nextInt method reads an integer value and store it in a variable, this age. And same happen with this code. And finally we reach to the this code, where nextBoolean method reads the true or false and stores the values in the student method. After that we will display a heading by writing System.out.println user info. This will be the heading, and then we will display all the information using the System.out.println method. So guys, this is all for today. Thank you for listening to me. Goodbye.